Hi guys, Artiar here. So for this video here, we're going through about the shell lab recommendation. So all you need to do is go to research and then you are able to pick whatever shell you want to go for. Basically every single shell in the game here you are actually able to pick, and also the best matrix effect combination you want to go for. And you don't have to afraid that midway you want to change it. For example, currently I selected on White Fang, but that's not something I want. You can just go and pick, let's say I want to go for Codex of Magic. You press reset research, but everything you did on the progression will stick to you. So as long as you don't confirm your finalize of your shell, you're basically able to keep on changing your mind midway, because probably when you are grinding the shell like here, win in the green pursuit 50 times, probably when you're grinding it, you get the spell, you already get a shell that you want, then you might actually want to rethink what shell you want to go for. So you can actually go move forward halfway is a very good thing. Alright, so let's say come to Golden Lion, press reset research, it will reset. So what is the best shell you want to go for? In my opinion, depends on your playstyle, but based on my opinion as a turn 1 CC player, my highest recommendation is actually Codex of Magic. And the Codex of Magic here is you want to get the Swift Rush, Swift Smite and Bulwark. It's actually the best set if you haven't have that set yet. At least get one, because the Codex Magic with this like double speed with the Bulwark here is actually a very good combination, like for Freya, for your other speed unit that you actually want to combine with the Bulwark to actually combine with Freya to get additional speed. Then this Bulwark here actually plays in a very important role, and it's actually very hard to grind. Until I've been grinding Rengoku so long, I only got one shell having like double speed with Bulwark on Codex of Magic, so you might actually want to consider about this, but this for speed, right? Then the other famous one I will say is actually Jackal. So Jackal you can also consider for the double speed and Bulwark. This is also pretty rare, or double speed and go for blood buff. These are actually the more usage one, because like double speed and blood buff can be used on like Lilith, can be used on like Holden if you really want as well. And the other unit that you want, like for example Nevet or the D-Thing that's just released, also benefit from this double speed and the blood buff set as well. Or then the blood buff one, the Bulwark one will benefit for your turn 1 player. Then the blood buff one is also a very good one to actually pick for. Then the other one is actually Ember. So a lot of you actually grinding for Ember is basically you want to get the Bramble set plus blood buff plus the Swiss Smite, right? And if you don't have that set yet, definitely go for this Ember, at least one. I currently have one Ember, which is Bramble, Blood Buff and Swiss Smite I'm using on my Tiamat. I'm planning to grind one Ember to go with for my Ray Mary, depends if I actually get it. But I'm not planning to craft Ember using this method, because Ray Mary without the Ember, for my case, for my turn 1, is doing okay. So for me, if I get it, then I will do it. But I'm not something that I want to go chase for. But if you don't have this set of the Ember yet, definitely go craft one Bramble, Blood Buff and Swiss Smite for your team. Then the other one is actually Reaper Step. So Reaper Step here, ideally you want to go for this one, the Strife, Blood Buff and Swiss Smite. This is actually one of the best for the Reaper stack for the turn 2 player, because when you get hit, you get turn meter push and blood buff for your tankiness and Swiss Smite for the speed. Or but I think Swiss Smite here is actually better than the Evil Guard here for the heal. So Strife, Blood Buff, Swiss Smite is also a very good combination, or probably the best combination for the Reaper step. Then the other one is actually for Tiger Yin. So Tiger Yin here depends for your contact, cause now PvE is also a thing thanks to the newest game mode. So Tiger Yin here, if you don't have yet, you might actually want to chase for either Foray or Harvest, depends on your choice. Then you want to go for Keen Eye and Foray Edge. So this is actually one of the maximized output shell for the bossing content is actually Tiger Yin. Then you pick either you want to go for Harvest or Foray, then combination with Keen Eye, then you go for Foray Edge. So my shell recommendation is just focus on this field. Focus on either you want to go for Tiger Yin for PvE DPS, or Reaper Step for your turn 2 like Ayaya if you don't have the best matrix combination yet, Ember for your turn 2 player, or your Tiamat or your Ray Mary to actually get the best Ember set, which is going to be Bramble, Blood Buff and Swiss Smite. Or you are going to consider about the Codex of Magic, which is the double speed and Bulwark. This is actually very rare, And the last one is actually Jackal Guard. Double speed with Bulwark or double speed with Blood Buff. Depends on your choice, right? It really depends on your choice, cause in the end of the day, if you still don't like it or you grind it midway, then you can just reset the research anytime soon. Then personally for me, I'm still considering which one I want to go for, cause I might actually want to go for another double speed and Bulwark. So currently double speed and Bulwark, I am pretty lucky on my Jackal. I have actually 3 of the double speed and Bulwark, but in terms of like the double speed and Bulwark one for Codex, I got only 1, and then the other one for the Swift Rate one, I also got 1. So I'm considering to get another one for my Codex to get the Bulwark set effect here, because the Bulwark set effect actually plays a very important role. And the other consideration is actually the Swift Rush, Blood Buff, Swift Smite for my Jackal, because I have no Jackal Guard that is actually on Swift Rush, Swift Smite and Blood Buff, and it's actually used for Lilith as well. And I'm actually planning to build Lilith or Nahor, depends on which one comes into the priority. But Nahor one, I actually have the shell already. Nahor one is actually using Swift Rush, Blood Buff, Swift Smite if I really want to go for. And I have extra 1 more for the Nahor. If I want to build for Nahor, then Swift Rush, Swift Smite, Bulwark is actually the best set. So I think what I'm lacking currently for my current situation is actually going to be Jackal Guard, and going for double speed and Blood Buff is for my Lilith build. But this is just personally for me, because it really depends on what playstyle you're going for, what shell you're lacking, and the most urgent currently. I think most of you are actually going for the Ember, right? The Ember, Blood Buff, Bramble, and Swift Smite. I think a lot of you are actually going for. But what is your specific build you're actually chasing for the shell lab this time? You can feel free to comment down and let me know as well. And see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.